So the AMAs occurred this past week. David, what'd you think about all of it?
I don't know. I think this is probably the worst awards show for music that there is. There's a lot of things on here that I just didn't understand why people were nominated in certain categories. But
You know, the other thing is the other issue I have is like to me, some of the performances they were off key. It just I don't know. It was dry.
There
It
were
was
good
dry.
moments. There was good
There were
moments.
some good
and,
moments,
and
like with
some
any
people
award
deserved.
show.
Some
but-
people deserve these, but there's a few I didn't get.
All right, so let's kick it off. We're just gonna go in like backwards order of what we thought was important. So basically, the first one was favorite soundtrack, basically from a movie. So there was the Black Panther, there was The Greatest Showman, and there was The Fate of the Furious. And those are your nominations. Your winner was Black Panther. I totally agree with it. I
Yeah.
downloaded the whole album.
It was a great
Kendrick
album.
Lamar killed it. So
One of my favorite Kendrick songs is on there.
yeah, it's a great album.
The next one on the list was favorite artist for electronic and dance music. It was the Chainsmokers, Marshmello, and Zedd.
I'm surprised Chainsmokers didn't win. Although it is EDM, and there's only 2 artists on that list that fit EDM and now.
Yeah, Chainsmokers aren't exactly EDM. They definitely have some EDM parts to their music. But Marshmello won. I don't think that should be a big surprise to anybody. I think he deserves it. Had a really good year, whoever he is.
He must be happier.
Happier now.
All right, the next one is favorite artist, contemporary, inspirational. You had Lauren Daigle, you had Mercy Me, and you had Zach Williams. These are just basically kind of your good old holy praise the Lord bands. Lauren Daigle won. If it were me, I probably would have picked Mercy Me just because
Mercy Me's so
they're
good.
like the only band
like
that I
the
know
best.
from like
Yeah.
Christian rock. So
They're really talented. The next one on this list is favorite artist, Latin. And we got J Balvin, Daddy Yankee, and Ozuna.
we'll be talking about Ozuna later on in the stream, I believe.
I am very surprised that Daddy Yankee won this. Even I
I'm
know
not,
a lot
'cause
of people
he
like
releases
him.
music
But
all the time.
yeah, but he's just kind of like an old. He's like the old Latin guy now. He's not one of the newcomers.
I disagree. I think he's like the Drake of the Latin.
All right,
he
that's a
runs
good way
the
to look
show.
at it.
So the next one we have is favorite artist, adult contemporary, Shawn Mendes, Pink, and Ed Sheeran. I'm kind of stunned Ed Sheeran didn't win this. It was Shawn Mendes took the victory here. I'm just surprised Ed Sheeran didn't win.
Did he come out with anything this year?
No, it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Not for something like this.
Yeah.
It's just favorite artist.
I'm glad Shawn Mendes won.
Oh yeah,
I'm glad he won.
I like his voice. He's cute.
I think that's exactly why he won over Ed Sheeran.
Hey, Ed Sheeran's cute too, though.
What about Pink? Next category is favorite artist. We've got alternative rock, and it's Imagine Dragons, Panic at the Disco, and Portugal period, The Man. And Panic at the Disco won. They deserve it. Heck of a year, great album.
Fantastic album. I would argue to say that that's going to be alternative rock album of the year.
Yeah, I don't know what would go against that right now.
So, well,
Trench.
no, but I would argue that album was so well done. So, the next category was favorite song, soul and R&B. You had Khalid, Young, Dumb, and Broke. Do you really consider that soul and R&B? LMI, Booed Up, and Bruno Mars and Cardi B, Finesse. And that was your winner. I don't consider any of these R&B and soul. Maybe
Yeah.
Obviously Booed Up is, but the other two, I don't consider them
Rhythm
all.
and blues. Is there blues in any of these?
No. No.
This is
Anyways,
the reason
Finesse
why I
won.
didn't
It's
like part of the reason I didn't like the AMAs because I just didn't think some of these people fit in these categories.
No, that was so lame. They don't. You could have put old Bruno probably in this. for like kind of like just the love type of songs.
Right.
But I don't know. That was just a bad category.
Next one is favorite album for soul and R&B, and it's Khalid for American Teen, SZA for Control, and XXX Tentacion for 17.
Okay, don't you consider a lot of these like rappers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, X definitely has some parts where he sings, like
Yeah,
the
he
Lil
does.
Wayne song.
He does.
But I still don't think of it as R&B. I don't know. But XXX won. That shouldn't be a big surprise. His album took over this year after his death, even more after his death than before it. No big surprise there.
The next category is favorite female artist, soul and R&B. You had LMI, you had Rihanna, and you had SZA. Rihanna won. Has Rihanna released anything recently?
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure she did release something pretty recently.
Well, she won. I mean, I don't know. Like, she's like your mainstream artist. If she doesn't win an award every year, there's an issue.
Favorite male artist, soul and R&B. Khalid, Bruno Mars, and The Weeknd. And Khalid won. Khalid is really good.
I'm stunned
that
The Weeknd lost.
Why?
Just not this category. He released that album and it was like huge. I know it dropped off the face of the earth, but it was huge, and that is definitely soul and R&B.
I know, but I think a lot of people like Khalid, and I don't know how many people like The Weeknd. They like their music, but I don't know how much they like the artist themselves.
True. The next category is favorite song, rap, hip hop. You had Bodak Yellow, Money Moves by Cardi B. You had God's Plan by Drake. And you had Rockstar, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage. I am so happy Bodak Yellow won. I'm so happy.
It's actually rap.
Oh, easily.
I don't...
I mean, I would say everything on here is rap.
Yeah, I
for
guess
this
there
one.
is rap on all these.
It's just, I think, the Queen deserves to win this award. That's all.
I make money moves. Great song. Favorite album, rap hip hop. We got Drake for Scorpion, Lil Uzi Vert for Love Is Rage 2, and Post Malone's Beer Bongs and Bentleys. Beer Bongs and Bentleys won. It's the best album of the year.
Woo! I'm so happy. I don't
know if there's even anything else to say there.
Obviously, this guy, Post Malone, made the rap hip hop album of the year. I know people are gonna argue that Drake's album was better. You know what I say to them?
No.
Correct. The next category is favorite artist, rap hip hop of the year. You had Cardi B, you had Drake, and you had Post Malone. Cardi B won.
Queen B.
You know what? I didn't question it. I don't question it at all. Drake definitely didn't deserve this one, and Post Malone, I mean, Post Malone hits all different aspects of music. He hits rock, he hits alternative, he hits rap. He just kind of hits every genre, and that's kind of why he got the favorite album. But I don't think he deserves favorite artist for rap hip hop.
Favorite song, country. We got Kane Brown, Heaven, Dan plus Shay with Tequila, Bebe Rexha, and Florida Georgia Line with Meant to Be. I was a bit surprised that Kane Brown was the winner. Really, really good song. You don't like this song?
I don't like Kane Brown. He's just kind of dull to me.
I think this is a fantastic song.
And I was a little upset Dan and Shay didn't win.
With Tequila, they
that song's amazing. I'm just a little bummed.
It is. What I'll say is, I didn't realize that Kane Brown was part black and part Cherokee. I just figured it was another white guy like all the rest of the country artists. So when he came up on the stage, I was like,
That's Kane Brown?
I was like, really?
He's got
Good,
a deep voice too. That's what he's known for in
Yeah.
the country industry.
Good for him. So for that reason, I was surprised.
Well, he also won favorite album for country. It was his self-entitled album that he came out with this past year. He was up against Luke Combs, This One's For You, and he was up against Thomas Rhett, Life Changes. Once again, stunned. He is up against two of the top runners in the country industry right now, and won.
I think favorite album should have been Life Changes for this year. I
Well,
felt like it killed it.
one of these two, Luke Combs or Thomas Rhett's album, should have won. I'm just stunned. Kane Brown won. People must like this guy. I personally, but people must like him.
Favorite duo or group, country, is Dan plus Shay, Florida Georgia Line, and Lanco.
You love Lanco.
Love Lanco, love Dan plus Shay. Florida Georgia Line won. Great songs this year, actually. It's just that simple, S-I-M-P-L-E, simple as can be.
Favorite female artist in country. You had Kelsey Ballerini, you had Maren Morris, and Carrie Underwood. Carrie Underwood won. Surprised?
No.
Okay, next topic.
Favorite male artist, country. Kane Brown, Luke Bryant, or Thomas Rhett. Kane Brown won.
Oh my gosh.
He won everything.
He won everything. I'm stunned.
I don't know how. I really don't know how because
I'm going to have to start listening to his music.
I only know that one song, which is so good, but I don't think I know any other songs by him.
I only know one song by him, too. I'm going to have to listen to him just so that I can get a proper evaluation of him. Because, I've heard some of his other stuff, and it doesn't hit me right. So maybe I just need to re-listen and rethink my life a little bit. I always need to do that, though. So, favorite song, pop and rock, is Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug, Havana, and that won over Drake's God's Plan and Ed Sheeran, Perfect. I'm happy it won over God's Plan. I just feel like that song was not amazing. Perfect, one of the best written songs of our time.
It is so good.
And if that's not played at my wedding, I'm not getting married.
But I absolutely love Camila Cabello, so
Same here.
I'll let her. She can win anything. That's
I didn't
fine.
like Havana at first, but that song definitely grew on me.
I don't know how. First time I listened
I
to
just
it was the
didn't
best
like
song
it.
I ever heard.
No, too dull for me.
I still love it.
Nah, 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 nah. This is kind of boring.
I mean, I thought it sounded good even when you just did that.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
Ask me out on a date first. Gosh.
All right. Well, before that, let me talk about the next topic, which is favorite album, pop rock. And we got Drake, Scorpion, Ed Sheeran, Divide, and Taylor Swift, Reputation. Taylor Swift beat Ed Sheeran.
I don't want to talk about this at all because I think every other album in this category and any other album that was released this year was better than Reputation. Taylor Swift.
What song was on Reputation? Do I know a song off that album?
Reputation. Reputation. Never feeling.
No, I don't know that song.
Let's get something straight. Taylor Swift, she's bust. She's a bust. She's done. She's dried out. She's a sellout. She's done. Get rid of her. She's completely irrelevant. Let's get new people in there, like Selena Gomez, who's as old as Taylor Swift is. All right, the next topic is favorite duo or group, pop and rock. Imagine Dragons, Maroon 5, and Migos. Migos beat out Maroon 5 and Imagine. Why are they even in the same category?
I mean, yeah, this makes sense to me that, Migos classify as rock.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot. They're a little more harder than Imagine Dragons and Maroon 5.
They sound basically like Led Zeppelin, I'd say.
Even more than Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, where's Greta Van Fleet on this list?
Oh, they don't. They're in the rap category.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get to cover that today, but yeah. Oh, under that rap, I also see Foo Fighters on there. How did they win? Under rap.
Because they're good.
Oh, we're gonna have to go over this again next week.
Oh man, I forgot you don't like the Foo Fighters.
That's right. I'm breaking it now. I don't like the Foo Fighters.
Well, we'll talk about this next week. We'll prepare something to basically have a debate about, the Foo Fighters being good or not, because David doesn't like them. So, we'll talk about this next week, right?
Yeah, we'll have a full-length debate about it. The next part on this list is favorite female artist for pop and rock. We got Camila Cabello, Cardi B, and Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift won. What is going on here? Over Cardi B and Camila Cabello for 2018?
Honestly, it's the weirdest thing. It's because of her following. She has like a cult following. She's like 21 Pilots following. It's probably the same group of people. I hate Taylor Swift. Get her back into country, or I'm out. So, the next category is favorite male artist, pop rock. Drake, Post Malone, and Ed Sheeran. Post Malone won. He was receiving a lot of awards at the AMAs.
It seems like they must have given him this award before he changed his haircut.
He must be better now.
Do you like his haircut?
I like it. It's just kind of like all over the place, and that's kind of his personality.
I feel like he's just ruining himself slowly.
I think you're very wrong there.
Not his music, but his look. All right, the next topic is favorite social artist. I don't know what that means. Probably like biggest social media following.
I'd assume so. I'm not 100% positive either. I'm kind of looking at the list too, trying to think, and maybe social influence. Like Ariana Grande, she had that shooting that happened. Demi Lovato overdose. Shawn Mendes spoke out for the hurricanes victims. Cardi B, I don't know. And then BTS, I don't know. So I don't know. That's just a guess.
Well, the people listed you just said, but BTS won.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's good. BTS won. Okay. They just look like emo kids or something, right?
Yeah, they're younger kids.
Yeah.
They're we have to get into the new music era.
I haven't listened to them yet. Yeah.
What is it? What is Jake Paul's group?
Team 10.
Team 10. Like we got to start listening to these people more often. Video of the year. Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug Havana, Cardi B Bodak Yellow, and Drake God's Plan. Havana deserves it. I will say when we mentioned week 1 or week 2, we mentioned that This Is America was up for a nomination. You had to vote, right? It didn't even make a nomination. I'm surprised.
That was for the AMAs?
I believe so. The American Music Awards. Or maybe it was People's Choice Awards.
Yeah, that was People's Choice Awards.
Never mind.
Yeah, that's a different one.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Speaking of the People's Choice Awards, though, it's going to happen in November. I think it's November 9th, somewhere around there. We're going to have a little bit of a punishment challenge for when
We're still coming up with the details.
We already have our guesses.
But we're going to make a game out of it.
On the first or second episode of what we chose, who would win. And when they announce them, we're going to have a challenge for it.
We're going to make a game out of it. Whether it's with some alcohols or some hot wings or something like that. We're going to have a punishment for each time we got one wrong. And we're going to do it on the podcast.
Right. Something where we hate each other, but you guys get to be entertained. The next one is Tour of the Year. And we have Beyonce and Jay-Z. Did they tour together? That's pretty cool. Bruno Mars, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift, and U2. And Taylor Swift won because
U2 canceled their tour. don't even know why they were a nomination.
I don't know.
All right. Collaboration. That's like saying Kanye's Yeezus tour took off, or not
Life of
Yeezus,
Pablo.
Life of Pablo tour took off, and that was supposed to win. All right, collaboration of the year: Camila Cabello featuring Young Thug Havana, Post Malone featuring 21 Savage, Rockstar, Bruno Mars and Cardi B, Finesse, Bebe Rexha and Florida Georgia Line, Meant to Be, Zed, Maren Morris, and Gray, The Middle. It was a hot one, probably between The Middle and Havana won again. People must have really... That's going to win Song of the Year, according to this.
Yeah. I think The Middle should have won. That felt like the Song of the Year to me.
That was the Song of the Year. Do you know how many... you go everywhere and you hear that song.
It's too good.
I
doesn't
don't
old.
go everywhere
doesn't
and hear
age.
the song Havana.
Not anymore.
I hear it still, but not everywhere. Only in my car.
The next one is New Artist of the Year presented by Capital One. I don't know why I even bothered to say that, but it was by them. We don't endorse them or like them. We got
Tune in. It's our code called the Sunken Submarine. If you do hashtag the Sunken Submarine,
coupon code
5% off.
Capital Sunk. All right, we got Camila Cabello, Cardi B, Khalid, Dua Lipa, and XXXTentacion for the New Artist of the Year. This is one of the biggest awards. This is the second biggest award, and it is the best.
Drum roll, please. Brrr.
Camila Cabello.
We knew.
So that's a good win.
I think she got every award that night. Every award.
She should have got every award. She didn't get the next award.
True, but she got the majority. She wasn't even up for the next award. Artist of the Year. This is the biggest one. It was Drake, Imagine Dragons, Post Malone, Ed Sheeran, and Taylor Swift. I hate the AMAs.
Why?
Taylor Swift won.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift won.
How in
Artist
the world
of the
does
Year.
Now, anybody beat Post
David,
Malone for this year?
And you can't even think of a song off her album.
I'm looking right now. Right before you said that, I just got on Spotify to look at
That is the most upsetting thing.
What's on this album that I would know?
You'd only know Bad Reputation.
The last song I remember was Look What You Made Me Do. That is on here. It is on here. Okay.
And Reputation.
That's
like her
song.
other big song. But come on. That was like maybe one hit that lasted on the charts for a week. And then you have Post Malone, whose album is still almost the entire album still in the top 50 on all streaming services. Drake, are you kidding me? That guy is literally leading the pack.
Drake didn't win a single award.
Political? Maybe.
It's bizarre.
It's because he's got his hands in everything. If he just concentrated on music, I think he'd win a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
So anyways, those are your AMAs. There was also a couple of performances at the AMAs. 21 Pilots performed Jumpsuit. It was okay.
They never do well on their TV performances. It always feels a little bit
uncomfortable,
awkward and out of the blue.
And it was funny because at the end, I thought, that's what I'm thinking was, oh, this is uncomfortable. And at the end of their performance, he took his bass guitar off and set it flat on the stage and walked out.
I thought they were going to play another song. It looked like he was prepping for another song.
And I was uncomfortable for him. I go, wow, that was really weird.
I was with my friend, and he was watching, and he's like, what was all that screaming about at the end? He was like, it was fine until they just started screaming and then walked off stage.
I thought that was the best part. When they started screaming and all the lights started flashing and the confetti started coming down, you could tell that the crowd got into it then. The crowd really wasn't into it until they started screaming.
Well, they seem to do that on purpose, where they start things off really slow and quiet and then just go crazy at the end to help build up people's expectations. Or I don't know.
I feel you. And then the other performance was Cardi B's "I Like It Like That."
Baby.
I said I like it like that. And that sucked.
Yeah, it was fine. She did fine.
She did fine. Everybody else in the song sucked.
Yeah, they didn't rap well.